You wake up. The morning sun streams gently through the window, casting a soft golden glow across your bedroom. Birds chirp outside. The world is stirring and a new day has begun. You stretch, sit up slowly, and take a deep breath. But something feels off. Despite having gone to bed at a reasonable hour, despite sleeping for 8 full hours, or even 9, your body feels heavy. Your limbs are sluggish, as if weighed down by invisible sandbags. Your mind is foggy, like it's wrapped in a thick woolen blanket. You shuffle to the kitchen, pour yourself a warm cup of tea or coffee, perhaps with a dash of honey or a splash of milk, and maybe toast a slice of bread, slather it with butter or jam. It's a familiar routine, comforting in its predictability. But as you sip your drink and gaze out the window, a quiet, persistent question rises from the depths of your mind. Why am I still so tired? You've done everything right. You follow the advice. Go to bed early. Avoid screens before sleep. Keep a consistent schedule. Maybe even take melatonin or a magnesium supplement. You visited your doctor. Had your blood work done. Thyroid levels normal. No signs of anemia. Blood sugar stable. You're not battling a chronic illness. You're not under intense stress. So why does every movement feel like climbing a mountain? Even the simplest tasks, walking to the mailbox, folding laundry, making a sandwich, leave you drained. You sit down after just a few minutes of activity, catching your breath, wondering if this is just how life is now. And you're not alone. Millions of older adults across the United States wake up every single day feeling exactly this way. They go through the motions. They smile at their grandchildren. They attend doctor's appointments. They try to stay active. But beneath the surface, there's a constant undercurrent of fatigue, a dull, persistent exhaustion that never quite lifts. And too often they're told the same thing. This is just part of aging. You're over 60, the doctor says. Over 70. Over 80. It's normal to feel tired. And so many accept it. They adjust their expectations. They nap more. They cut back on activities. They stop saying yes to invitations. They tell themselves, this is just how it is now. But what if that's not entirely true? What if fatigue after 60 isn't just an inevitable consequence of aging, but rather a signal, a message from your body that something is off, that your cells aren't getting the fuel they need, that your metabolism is slowing not just because of time, but because of what you aren't eating? Because here's the truth. Feeling low on energy is not just about age. It's often about nutrition, about the quality of the food on your plate, about the balance of macronutrients, the presence of key micronutrients, the state of your gut health, your blood sugar regulation, and even your hydration. And the good news? The solution may not be another prescription, another supplement, or yet another nap. Sometimes the answer is already sitting in your kitchen, on your pantry shelves, in your refrigerator, in the produce drawer. In this comprehensive guide, we're going to dive deep into the science of energy, aging, and nutrition. We'll explore why so many older adults struggle with chronic fatigue, even when they appear healthy on paper. And then we'll walk you through 10 powerful research-backed foods that can naturally restore your vitality, boost your stamina, and help you feel more like yourself again, without relying on caffeine, stimulants, or medications. So if you're ready to reclaim your energy, your clarity, and your zest for life, keep reading. This isn't just another list of healthy foods. This is a roadmap to sustainable, long-term energy renewal, starting with what you eat. Part 1. The hidden causes of fatigue after 60. Before we talk about solutions, let's understand the problem. Fatigue in older adults is one of the most common yet underdiagnosed issues in modern medicine. It's not classified as a disease, so it's often overlooked, but it profoundly impacts quality of life. It affects mood, mobility, cognitive function, and independence. So why does it happen? 1. Metabolic slowdown. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows. This means we burn fewer calories at rest, and our cells become less efficient at producing energy. The mitochondria, the tiny powerhouses inside our cells that generate ADP, adenosine triphosphate, the body's primary energy currency, become less active. They may accumulate damage over time, especially if we're exposed to oxidative stress, poor diet, or lack of physical activity. 2. Hormonal shifts. After 60, hormonal changes play a major role. Levels of key hormones like testosterone, estrogen, growth hormone, and DHEA decline. These hormones influence energy, muscle mass, mood, and motivation. Even subtle imbalances can lead to persistent tiredness. 3. Muscle loss, sarcopenia. Starting around age 30, we lose 3 to 5% of muscle mass per decade. By 60, this adds up. Less muscle means lower metabolic rate, reduced strength, and increased fatigue during daily activities. Muscle is metabolically active tissue. It burns energy even at rest. When we lose it, our body becomes less efficient. 4. Poor sleep quality. Even if you're sleeping 8 hours, the quality of that sleep may be poor. Older adults often experience fragmented sleep, reduced REM cycles, and less deep, slow-wave sleep, the most restorative phase. This can be due to pain, medications, sleep apnea, or changes in circadian rhythm. 5. Nutrient deficiencies. This is a critical factor. As we age, our ability to absorb certain nutrients diminishes. Stomach acid production decreases, affecting the breakdown of protein and absorption of vitamin B12, iron, and calcium. Our kidneys become less efficient at activating vitamin D. And many older adults simply don't eat enough nutrient-dense foods. Common deficiencies linked to fatigue include vitamin B12, essential for nerve function and red blood cell production. Vitamin D supports immune function and energy metabolism. Iron, needed for oxygen transport in the blood. Magnesium, involved in over 300 enzymatic reactions, including energy production. Coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, vital for mitochondrial function. 6. Chronic inflammation. Low-grade, systemic inflammation increases with age, inflammaging. This can interfere with cellular energy production and contribute to feelings of exhaustion. Diets high in processed foods, sugar, and trans fats can worsen this inflammation. 7. Gut health decline. The gut microbiome changes with age. Beneficial bacteria may decline, while harmful ones increase. Since the gut produces many neurotransmitters like serotonin and plays a key role in nutrient absorption, an imbalanced microbiome can directly impact energy and mood. 8. Medications. Many common medications, antihistamines, blood pressure drugs, antidepressants, statins, list fatigue as a side effect. If you're on multiple prescriptions, the cumulative effect can be significant. 9. Dehydration. Older adults are more prone to dehydration because the thirst mechanism weakens with age. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, brain fog, and dizziness. 10. Sedentary lifestyle. The less we move, the less energy we have. Inactivity leads to poor circulation, weaker muscles, and reduced mitochondrial efficiency. It's a vicious cycle. Fatigue leads to inactivity, which leads to more fatigue. So what's the solution? While some of these factors require medical attention, like hormone replacement or treating sleep apnea, nutrition is one of the most powerful tools we have to combat fatigue naturally. Food is not just fuel, it's information. It sends signals to your cells, telling them whether to burn energy, store fat, repair tissue, or fight inflammation. And when you choose the right foods, you can boost mitochondrial function, stabilize blood sugar, reduce inflammation, support gut health, enhance nutrient absorption, improve sleep quality, increase mental clarity. That's why, instead of reaching for another cup of coffee or a nap, it's worth asking, what if the key to lasting energy is already in my kitchen? Let's explore the 10 most powerful foods to naturally restore your energy after 60. 1. Wild-caught fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, sardines. Why it works. Fatty fish like wild-caught salmon, mackerel, and sardines are among the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA. These essential fats are critical for brain health, reducing inflammation and supporting mitochondrial function. Omega-3s help maintain the fluidity of cell membranes, allowing nutrients and signals to move in and out of cells more efficiently. They also reduce oxidative stress in the brain and muscles, which can otherwise impair energy production. The science. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consume fatty fish at least twice a week had significantly higher energy levels. better cognitive function, and lower markers of inflammation compared to those who didn't. Additionally, fatty fish are rich in high-quality protein, which helps preserve muscle mass and supports the production of enzymes and hormones involved in energy metabolism. They're also an excellent source of vitamin D and B vitamins, especially B12 and niacin B3, both of which are crucial for converting food into usable energy. How to use it: grill or bake salmon with lemon and herbs. Add canned sardines to salads or whole grain toast. Make a mackerel pate with avocado and garlic. Aim for 2 to 3 servings per week. Tip: choose wild caught over farmed when possible, as it tends to have higher omega-3 content and fewer contaminants. 2. Eggs, especially the yolk. Why it works: eggs are a nutritional powerhouse, especially for older adults. The yolk, often unfairly demonized, is where most of the magic happens. Egg yolks are rich in choline, a nutrient essential for brain health, memory, and nerve function. Choline is a precursor to acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter involved in muscle control and cognitive performance. They also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that protect the eyes and brain from oxidative damage. And let's not forget high-quality protein, which helps maintain muscle and keeps you full longer, preventing energy crashes. The science: a 2018 study in Nutrients found that older adults who ate eggs daily for 12 weeks showed improved mental processing speed, better mood, and increased energy levels compared to a control group. Eggs also contain vitamin B12, selenium, and iodine, all of which support thyroid function, a key regulator of metabolism and energy. How to use it: scramble with spinach and tomatoes. Boil for a quick snack. Make an omelet with mushrooms and onions. Soft boil and add to grain bowls. Tip: don't skip the yolk. Most of the nutrients are concentrated there. 3. Sweet potatoes. Why it works: sweet potatoes are a complex carbohydrate rich in fiber, vitamin A as beta-carotene, vitamin C, potassium, and manganese. Unlike refined carbs, white bread, pastries, they release glucose slowly into bloodstream, preventing energy spikes and crashes. The fiber content supports gut health by feeding beneficial bacteria, which in turn produce short-chain fatty acids that nourish colon cells and reduce inflammation. Beta-carotene is a powerful antioxidant that protects cells from oxidative stress, common in aging, and supports immune function. The science: research from the Journal of Nutrition shows that diets high in antioxidant-rich vegetables like sweet potatoes are associated with lower fatigue and better physical performance in older adults. The potassium in sweet potatoes also helps regulate fluid balance and muscle contractions, reducing fatigue-related cramps and weakness. How to use it: roast with olive oil and rosemary. Mash with a touch of cinnamon. Slice and air fry for healthy fries. Add to soups or stews. Tip: pair with a source of healthy fat, like olive oil or avocado, to enhance absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. 4. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, Swiss chard. Why it works: leafy greens are packed with magnesium, iron, folate, and antioxidants. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, including energy production. Iron is essential for hemoglobin, which carries oxygen to your cells. Without enough oxygen, your cells can't produce energy efficiently. Folate, vitamin B9, works with B12 to support red blood cell formation and DNA synthesis, both critical for energy and repair. The science: a 2019 study in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults with higher intakes of leafy greens reported significantly less fatigue and better overall vitality. The nitrates in greens like spinach can also improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to muscles, enhancing endurance and reducing perceived exertion. How to use it: add raw spinach to smoothies. Sauté kale with garlic and olive oil. Make a salad with Swiss chard, nuts, and lemon dressing. Blend into soups or omelets. Tip: lightly cook greens to improve mineral absorption, but avoid overcooking to preserve nutrients. 5. Nuts and seeds: almonds, walnuts, chia, flax, pumpkin seeds. Why it works: nuts and seeds are dense with healthy fats, plant-based protein, fiber, and key minerals like magnesium, zinc, and selenium. Walnuts are particularly high in omega-3s, ELA, which support brain health. Almonds provide vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that protects cell membranes. Chia and flax seeds are rich in fiber and lignans, which support gut health and hormone balance. Pumpkin seeds are one of the best dietary sources of magnesium, which many older adults are deficient in. The science. A 2021 review in nutrition reviews concluded that regular nut consumption is linked to reduced fatigue, improved cognitive function, and lower risk of chronic diseases in older adults. The combination of healthy fats and fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, preventing the mid-afternoon slump. How to use it. Sprinkle on yogurt or oatmeal. Make a trail mix with dried fruit. Blend into smoothies. Use almond butter on apple slices. Tip: stick to a small handful, about 1 ounce, per day to avoid excess calories. 6. Berries, blueberries, strawberries, blackberries. Why it works. Berries are loaded with antioxidants, especially anthocyanins, which give them their deep colors. These compounds combat oxidative stress and inflammation, two major contributors to fatigue and aging. They're also low in sugar compared to other fruits, so they won't spike your blood glucose. The science. A landmark study from the University of Reading found that older adults who consumed blueberries daily for 12 weeks showed improved brain blood flow, better memory, and increased energy levels. Berries also support gut health by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria. 7. Legumes, lentils, chickpeas, black beans. Why it works. Legumes are an excellent source of plant-based protein, complex carbohydrates, fiber, iron, and B vitamins. They provide sustained energy and help maintain muscle mass. The fiber supports gut health and stabilizes blood sugar, preventing energy crashes. The science. Research in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition shows that legume consumption is associated with lower fatigue and better physical function in older adults. Lentils, in particular, are high in folate and iron, both essential for energy production. How to use it. Make lentil soup. Add chickpeas to salads. Blend into hummus. Stir black beans into rice bowls. Tip: rinse canned beans to reduce sodium, or soak and cook dried beans for better digestion. 8. Greek yogurt or kefir. Why it works. Greek yogurt is high in protein, calcium, and probiotics. The protein helps preserve muscle and keeps you full. Probiotics support gut health, which is directly linked to energy and mood. Kefir, a fermented milk drink, contains even more probiotic strains and is easy to digest for some people. The science. A 2020 study in gut microbes found that older adults who consumed probiotic-rich foods daily reported less fatigue and better sleep quality. Yogurt also provides vitamin B12 and iodine, supporting thyroid and nerve function. How to use it. Top with berries and nuts. Mix with honey and cinnamon. Use as a base for smoothies. Enjoy plain with a sprinkle of flaxseed. Tip: choose plain, unsweetened varieties to avoid added sugar. 9. Oats, steel-cut or rolled oats. Why it works. Oats are a whole grain rich in beta-glucan, a type of soluble fiber that slows digestion and provides steady energy. They also contain B vitamins, iron, and magnesium. Beta-glucan has been shown to support immune function and reduce cholesterol. The science. A study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate oats for breakfast had more stable energy levels throughout the morning compared to those who ate refined cereals. Oats also promote the growth of beneficial gut bacteria. How to use it. Cook with milk or water. Top with fruit. Make overnight oats. Bake into energy bars. Use in savory porridge with herbs. Tip: avoid instant oats with added sugar and flavorings. 10. Green tea. Why it works. Green tea contains L-theanine and a modest amount of caffeine. Unlike coffee, which can cause jitters and crashes, green tea provides a calm, focused energy. L-theanine promotes relaxation without drowsiness and enhances alpha brain waves associated with alert calmness. Green tea is also rich in antioxidants like EGCG, which protect cells and support mitochondrial health. The science. A 2017 study in nutritional neuroscience found that older adults who drank green tea daily had better attention, memory, and subjective energy levels. How to use it. Brew and enjoy hot or iced. Add lemon to boost antioxidant absorption. Drink 1 to 2 cups per day, preferably in the morning or early afternoon. Tip: avoid adding sugar. If needed, use a touch of honey or stevia. Bonus tips for maximizing energy through nutrition. Eat regularly. Skipping meals can lead to blood sugar drops and fatigue. Aim for 3 balanced meals with snacks if needed. Stay hydrated. Drink water throughout the day. Add lemon or cucumber for flavor. Chew thoroughly. This aids digestion and nutrient absorption. Limit processed foods. They cause inflammation and energy crashes. Pair carbs with protein/fat. This stabilizes blood sugar, e.g., apple with almond butter. Cook at home. You control the ingredients and portion sizes. Listen to your body. Notice how different foods make you feel. Final thoughts. Feeling tired all the time isn't just part of getting older. It's a sign that your body is asking for better fuel. And the good news is you have the power to respond. By incorporating these 10 energy-boosting foods into your daily routine, you're not just eating, you're healing. You're supporting your mitochondria, calming inflammation, balancing blood sugar, and nourishing your brain and gut. It's not about perfection. It's about progress. Start with one food. Add it to your shopping list. Try a new recipe. Notice how you feel. Because energy isn't just about doing more. It's about living more with clarity, joy, and purpose. And that's something worth waking up for.